Hello and welcome to the MHG podcast. As usual, life can be a little bit miserable, life can be a little bit dark, so we are here to bring you as much light and as much joy as we possibly can. I'm Bradley, by the way, and because he wants to add to the hilarity of it all and make sure it happens, Stu is moving to Clacton just to vote for Count Binface. How are we doing, Stu?
Yeah, pretty good. Thinking of becoming a Binface myself, why not?
Clacton has a chance to do the most amazing thing. It really does.
It does, yeah. We all hope that it happens. We really do.
I know I was reading something about it, or saw something about it, and they were saying sort of like, if everyone, like, you got obviously Clacton's a reform place, and like they've got about half the voting public will vote for Farage. So if everyone else can vote for Binface, it at least makes it interesting. But what has just muddied the waters a bit and not in the favour of Farage is apparently everyone's favourite bellend, Lawrence Fox, has decided to run.
I know, right? He's like a professional bellend. He does it at a higher level than most.
Even if he only gets 20 odd votes, he's not taking it from those that would vote for Binface.
No, exactly. Yeah, this is exactly what we want. More idiots and morons who throw themselves at it, the better. That's what we want.
Yeah. What's the other one? Restore. If they can get in there, that'll be, they can put one in there. That'll dilute it a bit more.
Yeah.
Charlatan that he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And two people who can follow suit and get in the bin, just to cover off like the political side of life at the moment, because you can't avoid it. One, Kay Burley. For anyone who doesn't know, former Sky News reporter. I don't know if did you see that story about her on the BBC with the Epstein survivors?
No, not seen this. So
there was a thing on the BBC. A couple of Epstein survivors were there talking about sort of like how people in America have come forward, and they're talking about sort of like anyone in Britain who's maybe been like a victim of Epstein or Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and stuff like that come forward, giving all address. And at the end of it, you've got these two victims in there. Kay Burley goes, "Should add, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is a war hero."
What? Come on now.
And honestly, this one of the women, how she didn't just turn around and, do you know in South Park, Bigger, Longer and Uncut, where they're doing on the Conan O'Brien show, and Brooke Shields goes, "I farted on the set of Blue Lagoon once," and then Terrence turns around and like just slaps her.
Yeah.
I was expecting that. How the woman didn't do that, how she didn't turn around and slap Kay Burley, I do not know.
No. Must have supernatural self-control.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally kind of people just going, "What?" Or many of the comments is, "Yeah, Jimmy Savile did loads for charity. What's your point?" It's like,
I know, right?
And the other one, Rupert Lowe, who could get in the bin anyway, but was on the Joe Rogan podcast this past week, talking about how he wants to change the gun licensing laws in the UK because we brought them in because of one murder in Dunblane. Described Dunblane as one murder.
Bloody hell.
All because he wants his daddy to have his pistols back.
So ridiculous.
And there's people have been calling him out. No, it wasn't one murder. It was a massacre. And there's a woman, I don't follow her on TikTok, but she pops up quite often. She's Scottish and she's an autistic woman, which is why she pops up a lot on mine. Because I follow a lot of autism content, not just like autistics are like the poltergeists and go, "Ooh." I mean, they might be, but who knows? She's on there. She played that, and they just read out all their names, and they just went on hell for leather on Rupert Lowe and how scummy he is.
Good for her.
Yeah. I was just like, what is wrong with these people?
How long have you got? I mean,
yeah. And then she said, "Let's see you show some balls and actually make that statement in the UK, not America, where they'll pander to your need for guns."
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, God, no. Yeah, that would not fly over here.
So, yeah, for every positive step we are seeing, there's still the grifters and the scumbags out there. But they are starting to die off, so yay.
Slowly but surely.
I don't do celebrate death. I don't think you should celebrate death, but there are exceptions to the rule.
I agree.
Oh, God, I'd love it when Farage dies. As long as he dies through, I don't know, something to do with him and not murdered, because he'll become a martyr. Just
accidentally falling backwards into a wood chipper. That would do it for me.
Yes. Or if someone does push him, everyone will go, "Well, I didn't see it."
Exactly.
Just tricked, weren't it? A bit like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yes. I was thinking about that film the other day.
Love that.
It's really good.
Alan Tudyk is just brilliant.
He is underrated actor.
He's one of my favourite comedic actors. Like, he's not someone you immediately think as a comedic actor. Like whenever you talk about the likes of Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler, and they are decent comedic actors. They came from like SNL and stuff like that. Alan Tudyk's comedic timing and the way he presents it, it's almost Leslie Nielsen-esque. He's got this, he plays it straight enough, but with the comedic undertones that just follow it. I've watched a bit of Resident Alien. I've not watched all of it, and it's not that good, but it's just worth it for watching Alan Tudyk.
Absolutely. Yeah, he elevates everything that he's in, doesn't he?
Yeah, such as Dodgeball.
Oh, God, yeah.
Crap. It's an awful
I
film.
love it. It's terrible,
It's an
but I love
awful
it.
film, but Steve the Pirate, yeah.
Exactly. It just works.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm totally lost. What else? What did he usually do? Oh, yeah. Do you know what else Alan Tudyk's done?
What's he done?
I'm sure he's probably voiced a video game.
Oh, I'm absolutely positive he'll done that.
Let's pretend he was Joel, shall we? Probably be better.
That'd be a very, very different Last of Us experience, but yes.
But at least we should get rid of Troy Baker for a bit.
Yeah.
Was it Troy? It was Troy Baker, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's the other one who does it all? I can't remember. Nathan Drake's fella.
The clone of Troy Baker. I imagine that all voice acting roles in Hollywood for games are Troy Baker or his clones.
Yeah, I can't remember who the other one is, though. He does Nathan Drake. Oh, I don't know. Who cares? Video games, Stu.
Video games.
We are the bastion of video games here.
Yes,
Bastion
of course.
is a video game. There you go. There's a segue.
Nice one. Beautiful. So,
what you been playing? Tell me.
Well, have you been playing more than me?
I have actually. Yeah.
Go on then.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah. So I'll ask you, what have you been playing?
So I've been playing 2 games I want to talk about this week. The first one is a game that's not out yet and doesn't even technically have a release date yet. But I was lucky enough to get early access to it. And that is called HYPERyuki Snowboard Syndicate, which is essentially SSX Tricky clone.
Oh, my ears have perked up.
Yeah. It's published by Acclaim, who are, I don't know what Acclaim are these days, but they're doing some interesting stuff. So I think, are they indie now, Acclaim? I don't know. I don't know. Acclaim are.
Yeah, I don't really know.
No. But, you know, they've done that weird basketball one I spoke about earlier this year as well, and they're doing this and a few other bits. So good on them. You know, whatever they're doing stuff. Anyway,
yeah.
HYPERyuki is a SSX clone that suffers the benefits of trying to sort of like do SSX Tricky and ape it a bit while suffering the same issues that Tricky Madness had, whereby it lacks, at the moment, a bit of production value. So when you play SSX, whether you would play like the original or you go to Tricky or SSX3, any of those, the music, the sound effects, the visual feedback and everything all come together to create an amazing experience. So you feel like when you hit a grind moment, you feel that grind because of the sound that comes with it. And when you land, you feel and hear the landing and stuff like that. And obviously they've got like the official music of Run DMC and things like that as well. And a brilliant soundtrack. What this has, it's got the visuals, and visually it's lovely to look at. It's kind of that cel-shaded, cartoony look, and it works really, really well. You've kind of got this neon futuristic cityscape mountains that works really well. Kind of like the level everyone knows from SSX Tricky. So they've taken all that, and that's all good. But it lacks at the moment that oomph that it needs. So you go through, you're doing all the tricks, and it doesn't quite have the noises, the sound effects that Tricky has that make it all come together. So it feels almost like you're doing tricks in a vacuum. And then when you land, yes, the visuals are there for landing, but the sound isn't there. And it's just, everything feels like it is in a voidless vacuum to a degree. Now, this isn't even in early access yet. I got a very, very early copy of this. So there's a lot I want to forgive. And I will forgive all that, the production value side of it, because the controls, the actual gameplay, in the actual bits where they're doing SSX tricky, are sublime. I can feel it. I'm going, you put the right sound effects on it, you put the right soundtrack on here, you've nailed it. You've nailed these parts. However, they've then added this slightly open world hub that you can go in, and I'm going to be brutally honest with them, that's shit. The open world hub is shit.
No, you speak your mind. You speak your mind.
No, get rid of that and just give me menus to get into the SSX bits, because that is your bread and butter, and that is, I mean, M&S. Your open world bit is Netto. There's a stark difference. Now, it might improve, and again, it is only, but I got to it and went, I don't want to do this open world bit to find bits to get to. Just give me a menu. I just want to do the SSX in.
Yeah.
Because that is really good. Like I said, the same issue Tricky Madness has, where it's not quite got the feedback there yet for the visual and feedback, the sound feedback. It's missing that. The gameplay is sublime. The open world stuff is crap. Just get rid of that. Don't worry about that. A few menus, take us through it, and let me just do the SSX in. The racing parts in there are brilliant. The tricks are brilliant. It all comes together really well. It's smooth. It is pretty much an indie remake of SSX Tricky in all the right ways, and then they've attacked that. I don't want to say they tacked that bit on. They've obviously done it to try and go, look, it's not just SSX Tricky. And I get why they've done it. Don't need it. Really don't need it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. No, I've put it on the wish list. It's one I'll definitely keep an eye on while it gets polished and tarted up and made perfect. And yeah.
And I did mention Tricky Madness. Still suffering some of its issues that it had when we first tried it 18 months ago.
Something like that. Has seen improvement. Is getting better and better all the time. Still wouldn't say rush out and buy it, but it is getting better and better all the time. That is good. Yeah, it's nice to hear that they're improving, because I am definitely dipping back into that one.
Yeah. I went back and played a bit of SSX again because of it, and it's just, damn it, that PS2 era of extreme sports done by EA Big was just... I played a bit of Freak Style as well, and that still holds up. I'd love to see someone redo Freak Style. Yeah,
it's so weird how those things just went away, you know? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know, what was it? NBA Street, NFL Street, FIFA Street. You know, that wasn't quite as good FIFA Street, but it still had something. You had the SSXs, you had, I said, Freak Style, the Bigs, all of those sort of things. Bring those back. We need more arcade joy.
Yeah, they're needing more than ever now. So they really should be around. I'm sure they would sell. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, it's someone that it needs an EA to do it and not try to do like... I'm one of the few that liked the SSX remake, the 2012 one. I actually enjoyed it. But if they'd have called it anything... Again, we've done this before with when they've done like a Splinter Cell or stuff like that, and it's gone... If you'd have called it anything but Hitman or anything but Splinter Cell, if they'd have called it USSX anything but SSX, it would have done gangbusters. It would have been brilliant. But because it was SSX, it wasn't the SSX that people wanted, it flopped, and that was the end of it. I still think if they were to bring back that... try it. Remaster that EA Big stuff, and I think it'd sell in today's age. Big time. And then you'd see more people getting back into it again.
I agree. Yeah. Can't wait for it to happen. It must happen at some point.
Well, it's either that or we can still go with our soulless sim sports.
Nah, no thank you.
You don't want another EAFC?
Strangely, no.
Or Netflix FIFA?
No.
Bizarrely. No Netflix did FIFA? Did you know that?
No.
Did you care? No one cared.
Absolutely not.
Because I think FIFA were left egg on their face there because they thought they was bigger than actual... Like, say what you like about EA, but people weren't playing FIFA because it said FIFA.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. What a state the industry is in.
Yeah, they threatened to go to 2K. The one company might have been able to do something with it, and instead went to Netflix.
So dumb. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but also they do listen to Trump. But there you go. Anyway, what have you been playing?
Well,
I've been playing something very different from that. I've been playing, which I bought in the Steam sale, Robocop Rogue City Unfinished Business, which is the sort of DLC to Rogue City. Rogue City got excellent reviews, as you'll remember. The first good Robocop game in a very long time. And arguably the best
It's the Mega Drive version?
Possibly.
Arcade, well, the arcade versions, but...
Yeah. So, yeah, it's had a strange history, really, the Robocop series in video games. I'd say that, the first one on the arcade is good, but terribly, terribly flawed in lots of ways. It just looks amazing. It still looks
you didn't care because you played it for 5 minutes and
you were dead.
What you did.
Yeah. All your money was gone and you were dead, so you didn't really care. Robocop 2 on the arcade, not bad, but not very Robocop-y. Then you kind of had all the home ports, which were all right. The best one for my money is Robocop versus Terminator on the Mega Drive. Because there's one on the SNES and they're different games. And I think the Mega Drive one just edges it a little bit. And I quite enjoyed Robocop 3 on the Amiga, the 3D one, even though it ran at about 5 frames per second. But
you bet on someone just giving you show you a flash card.
Pretty much. Yeah. That was a terrible shame because that's a really good game. I'd like to see a remaster of that one, to be quite honest with you. And then there were like years and years and years with practically nothing, and then this one, which is great. And played the main game through and completed it a few years ago, and now there's this, and it's great. It picks up all of the pieces of it. It's basically like Phantom Liberty. It's one of those DLCs that they've learned all the best things from the main game and they've applied them all to this pseudo sequel / DLC, and it's the best thing ever, basically. And what they've done so well with this DLC is they've taken the weakest points and strengthened them. And I found the weakest points were the environments. They were the maps and the layouts were a bit boring and a bit straightforward. And because obviously they have a very distinct aesthetic of this kind of 80s cyberpunk rundown dystopia, it's going to look a certain way. So it can't be too bright and colourful. It's not going to look like Cyberpunk 2077. It's going to look drizzly and mean. And it still does, but they've bumped up the way that you interact with the environments and the way that they're blocked off, the way that they're a bit more maze-like and a little bit more realistic in terms of pattern and layout. And that adds a lot to it. It adds to the combat because there's different combat scenarios you can force out of that. And it adds to the interest in just traversing these spaces as well. Everything else is just carried over from the previous game, i.e. it's got an excellent story, it's really interesting, it totally vibes with the original film, it works way better as a sequel, as almost direct sequel to Robocop, it acknowledges Robocop 2 because it's got like nuke and references to Robocop 2, and Robocop 2 is actually, spoiler alert, actually turns up in the first game. But, it just picks up all of those toys and plays with them in a beautiful way, but it actually tells a really good story as well. So it's a total win. If you're into, slow, weighty FPS, which I have established I really am, because I loved Killzone, is like absolutely adored Killzone series. If you like a weighty, hefty FPS, and if you like Robocop, then you're just going to be over the moon because it ticks all the boxes, as well as being, mechanically really sound and great for a fan of the series. Final note, if you get it, on PC, make sure that you get you download the mod packs that you can get on like Nexus mods and stuff that change the sound effects to the originals from the film, because it adds so much more atmosphere when it's the original sound effects. But other than that, it's a fantastic game. It's just built for the fans.
No, it's I like this idea of doing a DLC standalone sometimes at a budget price. So It means like if you did start playing it on, I don't know, PlayStation or something, but you've sold your PlayStation because for reasons.
For very obvious reasons these days.
And you want to pick it up on PC or Xbox or whatever, you can do that without needing to buy the original game again.
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing that. I mean, can you pick it up as a DLC or is it literally just standalone?
I think you can pick it up as standalone. I think
that's what I mean. It is just standalone.
Yeah.
There's no DLC. It's not DLC as well, is it?
No, I think it's it's like a 1.5 version of the game kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing. Was it just over 20 quid as well, isn't it? 25 quid.
It was
which isn't a bad price.
It's good. It's a really good price. It was even cheaper in the sale. I think I got it for about 8 quid.
Now, I'm going to pick it up at some point because I did like the original Rogue City. That was really good. Oh, cool. And surprisingly, the 80s version of Future Detroit probably a lot closer to real life than we probably thought it would be.
Oh, absolutely. It seems more and more like a historical record the more years go on.
Yeah. You see a lot of things like, you see like a Star Trek predicted this technology and stuff like that, and then you see like, oh, this happened, or like, I'm waiting for like Children of Men's proving to be, it's going to be like just predictive. Everything's just a prediction. Everything's just like, look, this is a warning. It's coming. No matter how stupid it sounds, it's coming.
Yeah, all cyberpunk dystopias feel like the closest that people have ever got.
Yeah.
Because, it's the whole corporations, corpos taking over everything and everything being via the internet. If that's the closest.
And androids and stuff like that designed to dole out justice.
AI.
What if we merge it with a human? Yeah. Anyway, on that note.
Fun.
I'm going to talk about something that's a bit more joyful.
Lovely.
I mentioned it last week, I played Mixtape, and I finished it this last week as well. And it is just a wonderful coming-of-age story, told through the lens of a teenager who'll be leaving her hometown to go to a small hometown. She's moving to New York to follow her wants to get a career in music production and stuff like that. But she's leaving her hometown, and it's a story of her last night and her memories of the town with her friends and things like that. And it's all told through this soundtrack, like proper, like they brought in proper artists and proper like music from sort of like over the years and stuff like that. And it's just this wonderful telling of her life in this small town, growing up, meeting new people, friendships that have gone well, people she doesn't like, and everything like that. It's just a wonderful, wonderful story with a really pleasing payoff at the end as well, which works really, really well. And it is a walking simulator, but it's quite an interactive one. So there's one that's quite early where one of her friends, she's really good at sport, and her dad wants her just to get into playing baseball, softball, or whatever. And part of it is going to a baseball field and just hitting baseballs. And it's just done to an amazing track, and you've just got to just whack these balls, and it's just hitting them for home runs. And as you do it, like this stadium goes from like this local baseball field to like this big stadium building up with fireworks and stuff like that. And it's done really beautifully. So it's walking simulator, but it's very interactive. The interactions between the characters feel, I would say, not quite like they're written by teenagers and correctly like teenagers. But it's written by someone older who has taken cues from their life as a teenager. This doesn't feel like it's written by adults, what they think teenagers are like. It's quite cheesy in parts, but it's written with a degree of realism that you can buy into it. And I wasn't going, oh, this is cringe. Either that or I've gone off that side now and I'm one of those people who thinks that's what teenagers are like. But no, it feels legit, and it feels like they've at least given it to someone of the right age bracket and gone, how does this feel? And they've signed off on it. And it's really good. Not all the characters are instantly likeable. Even the main character has some traits where you're like, come on, sort yourself out. Yeah, you don't talk to your friends like that. So everyone's got their foibles about them and things like that. But at the end of the day, you can tell they're all just like real human beings who have their own inner demons. They're naive because they are young, so there's a naivety to them. But there's this, I'll say, amazing soundtrack, visually beautiful. I think the soundtrack's going to get a lot of the praise this year for this. But visually, it's absolutely outstanding. It's kind of got this stop motion, every third frame kind of thing going on, and it's kind of got like you kind of got the 3D visuals, and then it's like cartoon drawing over the top of it at points, a bit like Scott Pilgrim style stuff going on, but maybe a bit more subtle. You get some dream world stuff going on, so they'll do things like there's a brilliant thing where they're going through, they got to get from one part of the town to another. They cross a valley to do so. But the way it's been described in their mind is they are doing it by flying and sort of like gliding through the valley to this soundtrack. And you control them as they do things, and you can sort of like walk in the air and do tricks and stuff like that. None of it scores any points or anything like that. It's just the vibes. And it just comes across so well. And then there's beats where it slows down and all different kinds of things like that. And I've just had, like, I've played it, it's about 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours at most, depending how much you want to put into it. But, what an experience it is for that weekend play, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely one that I'm going to play. I really am. Not always my kind of game, but it's had such an impact on the industry that I've got, I feel like I have to. And I think, I think I probably will enjoy it. Normally I'm gameplay first, but if the story's that good and the visuals are that good, I can be convinced in the other direction.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's worth it just for the soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
It's like the developers behind it, they've nailed, I think, what a walking simulator can be. And it is, you can't deny it's a walking simulator at the end of the day. But instead of just being literally just walking everywhere, it's broken up into scenes. It's an interactive movie in all the right ways. I really enjoyed it. I'd almost like to see a follow-up where you see where their lives go in separate parts and stuff like that. It's wonderful.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. One for the list. Are you thinking it's going to be in contention for Game of the Year?
Not Game of the Year, but it'd be one of those, if we was to be doing visual style sound, like soundtrack and stuff, it'd be up there. It's going to be probably in my top 10. But unfortunately, it's such a cracking year for other games and stuff like that as well. Like I'm playing through, like even some of the bigger titles this year are really good. I've just been playing through like First Light, 007 that's really good. And I said, we've still got, there's things like Pragmata was really good, Vampire Crawlers, Eugenics, CR49, Relooted, Mean of the Hollowers in there, Faults are even. So there's so many good games so far that it's hard to pick out, but it's one of the best experiences I've had for sure.
Oh, really pleased. Excellent.
That's it.
I'm too hot as well. It's got to be it. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to be stuck like this for a few weeks, I think. It's going to be crazy. But...
Yes. So you do your thing, Shu. Let's get us out of here.
I sure will. So enjoy the heat, everybody. But apart from that, follow us on all the socials. Make sure you're checking out our content on the website. Join us to chat on Discord if you fancy. And apart from that, stay safe, stay cool, and stay sane.